Hello and welcome back to Boxing Social in association with Betfred. My name is Ayman Khan. We've just concluded the undercard press conference for Khan versus Brook. With me is the one and only Germaine Brown. Germaine, how's life treating you?
All good, brother, all good.
Been asked to ask you some annoying questions, but I won't. Don't worry about that. But let's just rewind back to your last fight. I believe I was there ringside to watch you. How did you feel? You interviewed you after as well. But how do you feel? Looking back on it now that dust has firmly settled, coming into the next one. How did you feel you performed in your last outing?
My last outing, it's good. I feel it's a good performance against a tough opponent. Got the opportunity to get the rounds in. It's good, and all these fights prepare me for this fight on Saturday. So can't wait now.
Yeah, if I remember correctly, you were looking at this fight with Charlie Schofield, or at least it had been talked about for quite a while, the fight with Charlie. So you must be happy now to kind of get that over the line and it being days away now.
Exactly, and to have it on such a big card is phenomenal. So can't wait till Saturday now, literally.
In terms of obviously you can't give away too much of your game plan here, but is it about looking at what Charlie does and then adapting, or is it about you putting your game plan, doing what you're doing and just being natural in the ring there?
I'm just going to do what I do, and anything he brings I'm still adapt to anyway, so it's all about what I'm going to do, what I'm going to bring, because I don't think he's going to be able to handle it.
You've been kind of well travelled in your career before. I remember watching you out, I think it was on an Alcesta bill over abroad. Do you feel those kind of experiences, the experiences you had, the kind of sparring with George Groves and stuff, have kind of given you the experience to what is essentially maybe the most pressurised point in your career, to just kind of come in here and not have those nerves coming into the fight at the weekend?
Yeah, that plus I think it's just me in general. Doesn't really affect me as a person. So me having the fight experience, doing that as well. I've done it times in the amateurs as well, been away in the amateurs, so I think that's all part of it. It's built up. So now me come to Manchester, boxing someone from Manchester, it doesn't affect me at all.
Germaine, let's take a look at the main event. No doubt you'll have watched both Amir Khan and Khan-Brook throughout their career, you coming up for your career as well. Who, out of the two, when you were growing up and watching both boxers, who did you kind of study more at the two of them?
Khan out of the two, I'm more a fan of Khan. Growing up, watching fights, more Khan.
So coming into the fight then, how do you feel the two styles will gel and how do you think the fight kind of ends up?
Khan's got the speed, but he's punch resistant. But I think both their punch resistance kind of they're at the end of their careers now. It's a 50-50 fight, people wanted to have this fight, for them to have this fight years back, but it's finally happening now. Who wins? No, but I'm more of a fan of Khan. I would want Khan to win, but this isn't really. Whoever wins. It's one of them ones.
Let's bring it back to what would it mean for you to win the title at the weekend, and also where does that kind of put you going forward as well with the win over Charlie?
So once I win this English, it's just moving on, stepping up, and hopefully push towards winning that British.
Germaine, a pleasure speaking to you. Thank you so much for speaking to Boxing Social. All the best for the weekend.